episode 3, Soapbox Sunday, for now. Still working on a name. I'm sporting my new Kelly Kapowski t-shirt. Jen got it for me as an early Christmas gift. Because honestly, who liked Jesse Spano or Lisa Turtle? And I don't know what the deal was with Tori. Come on. Get out of here with your biker jacket. So, tonight was a mix of emotions here. Out to dinner with my parents, and Jen, and my son. Obviously, we don't leave him at home. And I'm following Twitter, probably being extremely rude and disrespectful because I'm sitting on my phone while we're eating, checking it every once in a while. Because the NHL was having meetings between players and owners tonight. They had them yesterday as well. Kind of went late into the evening. So anyway, tonight they have meetings. So there seems like there's talk, okay, this is looking good, okay, there's a lot of tension, okay, players are accepting this thing, and now the deal's not going to work, and holy crap, there's no chance of a deal getting done. Here's the thing. Of any sport that I watch, football, baseball, whatever, hockey is by far best sport to watch. Obviously, it doesn't show that in ratings, and I think it kind of takes a certain kind of somebody to enjoy the sport, maybe. But I love hockey. I grew up in Colorado when the Avalanche first came to Colorado and won the Stanley Cup. For some reason, I always liked the Blues, though. I don't know what it was, being from St. Louis. I was still young, but apparently it was instilled in me. Anyway, diehard St. Louis Blues fan. Love going to games. I can't wait to take Ricky to his first game. But what's frustrating is that, there's a lockout in the NHL in, I think it's 03, 04, give or take the years there, within there. So it's been about 8 years since the last lockout. Obviously, the collective bargaining agreement has expired, and they've been kind of negotiating here, trying to come to a resolution so they can play games. The season has already been, shut down for, what are we in, December now? So about 2 months. Normally the season starts in October. So there's some lost hockey there. They're hoping to get a season started and at least play about 60-something games if they start right after Christmas. Now, after tonight's meetings, which tonight being Thursday evening, that may be all for loss, and it seems like what they've said is there's no immediate deal that's going to get done anytime soon. Here's what I don't understand. When you have a league, obviously the NFL kind of went through a close to lockout thing. I think they missed some exhibition games. Able to kind of figure that out. The NBA went through one. Obviously the baseball had a lockout in like 92 or 93 or something like that. But what I don't understand with professional sports, when you have such a high amount of revenue that's built on ticket sales and sponsors or just playing basically, I don't understand how you don't negotiate these things a year prior. So let's say after the 11th season ended, why don't you begin negotiating then? You have all summer to go through these negotiations, try and figure something out. I just don't understand why you wait till the summer before the season starts, when the actual collective bargaining agreement dissolves, to try and start getting something negotiated. Now, obviously that's probably the case with, when you do player contracts, you don't negotiate so much, early on, when there's a year left in the contract. Sometimes I guess it happens, but that's different because players normally can gain some value in that season before it expires. In hockey, or in sports in general, I don't understand why you wouldn't take the initiative to try and get it done early, ahead of time, instead of waiting until the summer before the season starts to try and start negotiating. Now, even though they did start negotiating in the summer, another thing that bugs me is I don't know why they're not there day after day after day trying to come to a resolution. I don't understand why they, do this for a few days, take a week or two off. We're not going to talk for a week or so. We're not going to talk for 2 weeks, and then we'll get back together. If you want to get this done, why don't you meet every single day until it gets done? You'd have that thing knocked out in a month, wouldn't lose any games. You wouldn't be trying to have to regain fans back that are going to be lost from this lockout. Um, Obviously, I'm a stubborn hockey fan, and they could probably cancel the next 3 seasons, and I would still be just as excited when the season started for 2015, or the hell it would be. Um, but it's really frustrating to see these two sides, the owners and the players, not being able to get a deal done. And at the same time, who's really getting affected are people who are working, for these teams outside of the players and the owners who aren't getting paid. The training staff, I'm sure, coaches, you know, people, concession type stuff. All those people. Obviously, if they work, say at Scott Trade here in St. Louis, if there's other events, concerts, things of that nature, if they're working, they're getting paid, but not as routine as, let's say, a hockey season that should be going on. It's just really frustrating as a hockey fan to see such a great sport having to go through this again in a matter of 8 years. And I don't see how they came to an agreement on this 8 years ago, and now it's such a huge issue now. Obviously they've had record numbers, I think, since the lockout, and great attendance, and all these things. And they're making money. They have these extra millions or even billions of dollars that now they have to share, which I can see where that's an issue. But it just drives me nuts that the season is getting cut into and possibly canceled altogether because they can't get something done. And then when I see them say, okay, we're going to not talk for the next couple days, this isn't going to get done immediately, it just drives me nuts, because this is just, in just plain basic thinking, and it's probably just too basic because there's a lot that goes into these negotiations, but you'd think they'd want to get this done as soon as possible and meet as much as possible. Granted, you have a whole union of players that have to meet, and owners that then have to kind of pass the word out, but I don't know if it's being led by, the guy who's leading the union for the players is, not helping them out, or if it's, the players and owners got together and what they were talking about just wasn't going to work anyway. I don't know, but it's really frustrating as a hockey fan to see stupid negotiations, and it's probably frustrating for sports fans. When the NFL, MLB, or NBA, any of those went through it, it's like, get a deal done and let's play. You play for the fans, and you're just throwing it in the fans' face by not playing. I don't know if it's greed or what it is, but it's really annoying, and I want hockey to start tomorrow, and it won't. I wanted hockey to start in October, and it didn't. I can't sit and watch football. For me, it's kind of slow. Baseball's not going on right now. Obviously, hockey is what I want to watch. It's what I want to be cheering for. If I'm going to spend money going to see an event, I want it to be hockey. I want it to be the Blues. And right now, I don't get to do that, and it's really annoying. But I hope they get something done here in the next week or so they don't have to cancel the whole season. I think I read a stat that if they play so many games, within, let's just say, 62 games, then they get all their, I think, sponsorship revenue. If they play 61 games, they lose like half of that. It just blows my mind that they haven't gotten a deal done, and I just think it's a pain. And if you're a fan of any sport and you have to go through this, especially in an 8-year period, it kind of drives me mad. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to stop watching hockey, but it's really annoying that they don't get this done. And yeah, it's stupid. Anyway, I'm going to try and come up with a name for this and see if I can do it, every day. Until then, I'll post this Sunday, and you can view it then, but I'm going to try and post these on different days of the week. That's why I want a new name. Maybe a new logo, and I don't know, try and grow my beard out, because when I shave, every time I do it, I'm like, this looks stupid. So, I look like a 13-year-old girl. It's awesome. Alright, thanks for watching. Remember, as always, subscribe, tweet, tout, like, and then block me, because I will just annoy the hell out of you with, stupid music recommendations, or why you should be an atheist. So, yeah, that's cool. Later.